Politics was quite a deadly game then. It's changed a bit since Lincoln's time. It's become even deadlier. As Senator-elect Martin Hastings will soon discover. Last night, our senator was drunk with that elixir known as victory.
One thing, I know we're all having a good time here. I love him too. Okay, I'd just like to say...
Pat wants to assure you he did not build the microphone.
You better believe it. I'd just like to say that if it weren't for this little lady here, Jonna Hastings, I doubt if any of us would be here tonight cheering. Let's hear it for Jonna. Jonna!
That was last night. Just now, the senator's press conference is about to begin. And you have a personal invitation.
Hastings, we want 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 Hastings.
Apparently, someone else wanted Hastings more. The people's choice, now the coroner's choice. An historian tells us knowledge of human nature is the beginning and end of political education.
Where's our charming leader?
He was here a few minutes ago. Martin.
First, a message for your education. The clues will all be there for you to solve, as well as all the suspects, as I promised you. And I keep my promises.
You go. Go. Get out there. Go out and tell them something. Make up anything. Just tell them there'll be a delay. And find Jonna. No, not now. No. Pat, come here, quick.
Yeah, what's all the yelling about?
It's Martin.
Holy mother of God. Martin. Dead. He's got a huge bump on the back of his head. He's feeling a little cold already. Jonna,
Sharon told me.
Pat says Martin looks like he was hit over the head. Your hands are freezing. Let me get you a drink. In fact, let's all have one.
In other words, you're saying my husband was murdered?
There are no other words. I'm afraid those are the exact words. And these are the suspects. All of them. And all of the clues are here to solve the crime. Meet Craig Spears, press agent, a one-time Eagle Scout. Spears gave up the advertising game for the political game, becoming Hastings' press agent. Spears accurately reflects a precise, orderly, and efficient personality with ardor for detail. Many think Spears played a key role in Hastings' overwhelming victory.
Well, I doubt the senator would have admitted to that. But that's all water under the bridge now. Not very still water at times either. Pressures of a long campaign can take its toll. Your feelings on local taxes are on the white sheet. Your proposed policy on state unemployment is on the yellow. You got state ecology, green, followed by national issues. Then foreign policy should come first, you know, now that we're entering the national political arena. I'll rearrange all these and hand out the press releases in the lobby before they come in.
No, leave those things there, Craig. I'm not sure about some of the things you've included.
Well, they're fine. I went over each issue, every point. Each statistic.
They're not fine. There are too many points, too many issues. And forget the damn statistics. Statistics are for losers. And they're boring. Why do you think Elliot Janeway isn't in the Senate? I can dress myself, Craig. I can even tie my own shoelaces. Does that surprise you? Well, I can't make as neat a bow as you. Then who can? Hey, where's your sense of humor? Cheer up. We won, remember? You notice anything about that, Craig?
Something wrong with that, too?
It's looking right towards Washington. I bet if you followed the line of sight, it'd be looking right into the windows of a certain house on Pennsylvania Avenue. You think that's a coincidence?
The Iceman knoweth.
Maybe.
Martin, if that's where you're heading, and I believe you are, you have my solemn word. I'll be with you all the way.
Oh, I'm in no mood to be solemn, Craig, but let's face it, if I'm going to get to the White House, it's going to take a hell of a lot more than Craig Spears to get me there.
What's that supposed to mean? Never mind. I'm getting the message.
Craig, Bullock and Larkin have influence. They've got clout where it counts. They're the biggest.
You mean they charge the most? Bullock and Larkin? That was lunch last Wednesday, wasn't it?
We'll find something for you to do.
Find something for me to do? What about the last 2 years? Furthering your career at the expense of my own. I could have been building up clientele for my own agency, but no, I've been hanging in there with you for peanuts.
Hey, we all had to make sacrifices. No lousy ice.
I called Hotel Catering at 12:05, and again at 12:15. I called at 12:15, 12:25, and at 12:43. There's a convention going on here, Martin. It's the Elks or the Moose or the Goose or some damn thing or other.
Did I blame you? You're getting too sensitive.
I'm sure Ira Bullock will keep your ice bucket filled. At his fee, that'll only cost you about $1,000 a cube. Angry. Once outside, I realized I had to get on with my own life. Listen, if I wanted to get Martin Hastings, I still had the ear of the press. A dropped line here, an innuendo there. Get the picture?
Oh, here, Pat. I'll see that these airline tickets are returned to the travel agent.
Jonna Hastings, a picture of grace and maturity. Well-groomed, well-bred, and well-heeled from inheritance, the latter being the most attractive virtue to her late husband.
I won't try and hide the fact that our marriage was a stormy one. Lord knows the opposition made good use of that knowledge during the campaign. Martin was an intense man with lots of pent-up anxiety for which he needed an occasional release. His latest release did cause a bit of a row.
Let's try to get out of here in one piece. I told Spears to have the limo meet us around the back.
Mark, I had to pull some strings, but I managed to get you a couple of first-class tickets to Acapulco tomorrow, right after the press conference.
Well, thanks, Bill. Where's that driver? All right, fellas. I told Spears to find us somebody reliable. Can't depend on him for anything.
Good thing you didn't depend on him for the tickets to Acapulco.
Jonna, not here. There's press photographers and who knows who else.
Well, you better get used to it, Mr. Senator. They're always going to be around. Now, if you want me around, you'll get rid of Miss You-Know-Who. And I know who.
Well, if you know who, then you know it's meaningless. It's nothing. All right, I plead guilty to a little middle-age crisis syndrome. I'm totally devoted to you.
Don't give me a Gershwin lyric. It's not enough anymore. I need a little physical proof. I don't relish coming home to a cold bed and an even colder husband.
Jonna, you know the stress of the campaign.
Martin, I'll give it to you in terms even your inflated ego can understand. I have quite an investment in you, both financial and emotional. Don't look so shocked. I married you because I loved you. I still do. And you say the same. Custer made his stand. Consider this mine. And I don't give a damn about the consequences. Not one damn. I'm not going to be dumped after an election like a campaign promise. It's either me and Washington or Miss Weekend in Acapulco and scandal.
Get her the hell out of my sight.
What I'm trying to say is, I guess I overreacted. Martin's little flings were just that. Little flings. He usually came home to Mommy. Although we didn't last night. If I'd wanted to kill him, I could have used this. Martin gave it to me for security. We'd received some threatening phone calls just before the election. Par for the course these days in politics. Kill Martin? I sure could have last night.
Pat Grandy, major stockholder, president, and board chairman of Grandy Construction. Luck sides with those who dare, and Grandy dared, working his way up brick by brick, payoff by payoff, to where he is today.
Me kill him? I got over $1 million sunk in that guy. I took him out of the law firm that represented me, and I backed him for his first public office. He was like a brother to me. Just let me worry about specification. It's to my specification.
Oh, sure. Like to see that in the 12th Street underpass?
What is this, a board of directors meeting?
No, it's nothing. I can take any one of them apart with my bare hands, and they know it. That's why they respect me. Any man who doesn't respect me, I'll knock his damn block off.
You don't.
Okay, so what's so important that couldn't wait till later?
It's about that press conference this afternoon.
Oh, you want me to jump in there with a few words, huh? Well, you just tell me what you want me to say.
Now, that's just it. I think we ought to cool the visibility between us a bit.
Oh, yeah? How's that?
Well, I might as well be blunt. I don't think it's a good idea for you to come to the press conference. Now, what would you do there anyway?
Oh, I see. I get it. Oh, I get it. You got some nice government project tucked away, and you don't want it to leak out to the press, right?
No, there's no government project. Pat, I don't know what you expect.
I'll tell you what I don't expect. I don't expect you to go straight paper on me now. Not right before the Super Bowl, if you get my drift. Look, I didn't fight the ball all the way down to the 1-yard line just to have some Washington glad-hander run it in for the touchdown.
Oh, you're still my quarterback. Pat, there's one thing you have to understand, and that is my sights have gone beyond 6 years in the Senate.
Pat, I've always been straight paper with you. Campaign contributions are just that. Campaign contributions, for which you get a nice, legitimate write-off.
You weren't thinking so legitimate the time you let Uncle Pat have a little peek at the bids for those city off-street parking garages.
I never thought you'd resort to petty blackmail. That's shabby, Pat. That's really beneath you.
No, it isn't. That's where you're wrong, Senator. If I were you, I'd think twice about this sudden attack of piety.
I don't have to think about it. That's the best part about being in Washington. You don't have to think.
Well, you're not in Washington yet, Senator. I guess I was madder than hell. But I cooled down and I realized that maybe I was acting a little unreasonable. Tact was never one of my strong points. Anyway, I am here, aren't I?
Sharon Bryce, our last suspect, a finalist for Miss Delaware, Miss County Fair of 1975, Miss Valencia Orange of the same year, Miss Corn Harvest of 1977, and personal secretary to Martin Hastings. I know what you're thinking, so let me add quickly. Sharon is a graduate of Cumberley Business College, near the top of her class. And since we're here to get the facts, also the discreet mistress to the senator.
Okay, I killed Martin Hastings. I wish I could say that, but I didn't, so I can't. He was such an egotist and two-timer, and those were his better qualities. I guess that makes me stupid because I was crazy about him. And it wasn't all just image and the excitement of the campaign. Martin had a way to make you feel special. When I arrived at the hotel, Craig was busy fielding questions from the press. Craig let me know Martin was inside.
We won Hastings! We won Hastings! We won Hastings! We won Hastings!
Hi, honey.
I stopped by the travel agent and picked up our plane tickets. I hear Acapulco is very stimulating. I can't wait. We can skinny dip in the moonlight in our private rose-filled pool.
Ouch. Sounds painful.
Oh.
Jonna knows.
You told her?
I didn't have to tell her. Jonna's a very clever lady.
She's not a lady, she's your wife. Good. That saves having to face that agonizing scene telling her.
Look, honey, there's nothing to tell. We had a great time, and I'm crazy about you. You know that. But if I'm going to take that ride from the capital of Pennsylvania Avenue, you understand, you're a bright girl. More than bright, you're sensible. You know reality from fiction. I share your pain, honey. Our time together was wonderful and meaningful to me, I assure you, and I'll never forget it.
That sounds like a paid political announcement. Thanks, but I already gave it the office.
When I get to Washington, I'll make a few calls. People are always looking for good secretaries.
There's a name for a man who does that, Martin. I believe it's called a pimp.
You chose to play the role of the mistress. You were magnificent. You played it to the hilt.
Do I get an Academy Award, or is this it? Look, Martin, if it's anything I've done...
This is Martin, Senator Hastings. My secretary just picked up some tickets for me. Acapulco, that's right. There seems to be some mistake here. One of the tickets is in the name of my secretary, and it should be for my wife. Thank you very much. I'll send them right over. Be a sweetheart and take care of these for me,
You take these tickets for Acapulco and tuck them away in a nice, safe place, if you know what I mean. At that moment, I couldn't have wanted to see anybody more dead. But you play with fire, you get burned. I knew his situation. After all, it was my choice.
Poor Martin Hastings, cheated out of his one dream to someday have his likeness up on Mount Rushmore. No matter. I doubt there would have been room up there for 2 more faces. Well, it's time when all good television detectives must come to terms with the evidence and solve the crime. I'm certain you've already noticed something very obvious. The arm, missing. Remember this before the murder?
No lousy ice.
After the murder, Spears had plenty of ice. Undoubtedly, our instrument of murder. But who in this room used such a chilling weapon to do the senator in? Not Spears. Remember, he was briefing the reporters in the lobby. giving him a perfect alibi. Couldn't have been Sharon. She passed Spears and the reporters before entering the banquet room. Would she have killed him, knowing all those witnesses had seen her enter? Not likely, Pat Grandy. He didn't need an improvised weapon. He could tear him apart with his bare hands. This is our murderer. Did you catch the 2 clues?
He's feeling a little cold already.
Your hands are freezing.
I doubt if it was from the shock of seeing her poor husband dead. Need more? Remember this?
Oh, here, Pat. I'll see that these airline tickets are returned to the travel agent.
If she had arrived as she claimed, how could she have known? Let's see how she knew and what really occurred in this room. Jana did arrive at the hotel late, but well before the discovery of the body. Another log tossed on the already raging fire. Jana didn't want to be seen by anyone. Not yet.
You take these tickets for Acapulco and tuck them away in a nice, safe place. If you know what I mean.
If that was his choice, she was prepared to make hers. Jana had her revenge ready.
Jana, what's this? Is this some kind of a joke? You gotta listen to me. You don't know what you're doing.
Timing is everything, as Jana would later find out. Had she arrived seconds earlier, she could be out shopping for a new bikini for Acapulco. Instead, moments later, Sharon finds Jana in the lobby, supposedly just arriving at the hotel.
Jana,
Sharon told me.
Pat's so smart and looks like he was hit over the head.
They'll have their press conference after all. Only it will have to be reported in the obituary column. This message poses a very interesting question. Let me read it to you. A bus driver went down the opposite way on a one-way street. At the corner, he went through a red traffic light. There was a policeman at the corner, yet the policeman never gave the bus driver a ticket. Why? Well, the policeman didn't because... No. I think I'll let you dwell on it for a while, the way Philip Bingham dwelled on his problems in our next story.
Coming up on 10 minutes after the hour, right here on The Morning Show. In just a minute, Jason will be here for our morning weather report, and Chris Vandergraff, our movie reviewer, will be here today with a very special movie Also, direct via satellite from Paris, we'll have an update on our fashion page. And of course, our health and family expert, Dr. Mitchell Klein, will be here. Today, he's going to be telling us how we can prevent our school-age children from getting involved with drugs. Also, a very special guest will be here later on in the show. We're going to meet a man who, at age 12, stole a car. At age 13, was involved with drugs. At 14,
I gotta run. I'll be late for my exercise class. I'll see you at the screening later.
Where are you going after your class?
Philip, I told you. Adrian is coaching me for the audition at the network tomorrow.
Adrian? Why must it always be Adrian? Don't you see enough of him at the office? I suppose that means you're having lunch with him, too.
And 4 old codgers from the Dairy Federation. You suggested I go, remember? You said it would help you with the account.
I'm sorry. You're right. Enjoy. I'll see you later.
Philip, I love you.
And now, a special announcement.
As a result of a bizarre shooting incident late last night, Philip Bingham, owner of the Bingham Group, one of this country's largest advertising agencies, was arrested by Beverly Hills police early this morning on suspicion of murder. The bodies of the victims, Terry Bingham, his wife, and Adrian Parker, senior vice president and creative director of the Bingham Group, were discovered by police after neighbors reported hearing shots in the Parker home. We'll have further details later on our midday news.
All that fuss over head coach. Who cares about football anyway? I gotta run. Philip, are you okay? Philip, are you sick?
No, I'm fine. Go ahead, I'll see you later.
Lions saw this one, Phil. They flipped. I'm talking 2.5 gainers. Even said they wanted Terry for the entire campaign.
Good.
My hair. Why didn't you say something?
Come on, it looks great. Trust me. So what'd you think, Phil? Poetry in motion, huh? Just like I said, it's...
Philip, what's wrong?
What is it, Phil? Are you all right?
Call a doctor.
No, I'm fine. I'm fine. I just feel a little nauseous.
Philip, you're scaring me. You're white as a ghost.
I'm calling a doctor.
No. No. I'm fine. Maybe I will see Dr. Levin if he can take me now. It might be my ulcer.
I'll drive you.
No, please. Tell Ellen to cancel the rest of my appointments. I'll see you at home later. Bert, I can't talk this way.
Look, Philip, if you want to see me professionally, come to my office. I'll charge you $125 an hour.
Your best friend's going crazy, and you make it seem like it's nothing, Merv. Listen to me. These images have been going on for weeks. I tried to ignore it, but I can't do that anymore. It happened twice today. I don't know what to think anymore. I didn't even tell Terry I was coming to see you. I told her I was going to see my internist. What's happening to me?
Philip, hallucinatory images can seem as real as if they were actually happening to you. Look, you're 52 and Terry's 25. What's worse is she makes Marilyn Monroe look like Miss Piggy. Your problem comes from too much stress, overwork, anxiety, and maybe just a touch of insecurity in your relationship.
These things that I see, these things that I hear, they're so real.
Listen, relax. Take Terry on a long vacation and get to know her better. It'll work out. Look, these things didn't happen when you were married to Laura, did they?
Hi.
Laura!
Oh, Ellen,
Oh.
it's been a long time.
God, it has. Oh, we miss you around here.
Well, that's very sweet of you to say.
Well, we do. Look at you. You look fabulous.
Well, thank you. Maybe divorce agrees with me. I don't know.
How do you like living in New York?
Oh, it's fun, and it's exciting, and it is bizarre. And speaking of bizarre, is my ex in?
Oh, no. I called you at the hotel, but you were out. He wasn't feeling well after lunch, so he went to see his doctor. He canceled all his appointments.
Anything serious?
Oh, I don't think so. Terry said that his wife said it was something he ate.
Well, I hope he's all right.
I'm sure he will be. Would you like me to have him call you later?
Yes, I should be at the hotel all this evening.
Okay. Oh, it's good seeing you.
Take care.
Bye.
Bye. Don't worry, I'm not going to embarrass you again. In fact, I just want to apologize for the dreadful scene that I caused.
Please, there's no need.
Now, please listen to me. This is something I want to do. It was the shock of the divorce. Philip had been my whole life for 22 years, and then... Now, you may be too young to understand this, but when you're my age and a man leaves you, well, you have feelings of inadequacy and failure, and you do all kinds of foolish and emotionally unstable things. And I'm very sorry. Very sorry. And I hope you can forgive me.
There's nothing to forgive.
Well, I don't agree with that, but there's no reason that we can't be friends now. May I buy you a drink?
I'd like that.
What did the doctor say?
Just what I thought. Something I ate for lunch. I feel fine now.
Well, I'm glad. You had me worried. Oh, there are a whole bunch of messages on your desk. And a package was delivered. It was marked personal, so I left it on your desk. Oh, and Laura was here. She looks terrific, by the way. Anything else I can do for you?
Oh, no. Going home. I'll see you in the morning.
I'm glad you're better.
Thank you.
And now, a special announcement.
As a result of a bizarre shooting incident late last night, Philip Bingham, owner of the Bingham Group, one of this country's largest advertising agencies, was arrested by Beverly Hills police early this morning on suspicion of murder. The bodies of the victims, Terry Bingham, his wife, and Adrian Parker, senior vice president and creative director of the Bingham Group, were discovered by police after neighbors reported hearing shots in the Parker home.
I'd like to make a reservation on the first flight out to New York.
You're back. I'm so glad to see you. You know, this is the longest we've ever been apart. 3 whole days.
I know. I missed you, baby.
And I missed you. But whatever were you doing in New York? You left so suddenly. When you called, you sounded so mysterious. What's going on?
I'll tell you in the morning.
That's not fair.
Fair ain't got nothing to do with it. Listen, it's been a long flight. I got to shower and shave. The New York people are waiting for me at the hotel. Oh, and don't wait up for me. These negotiations are going to take all night.
Hello.
Philip's back from New York. He just left to meet with the people at their hotel. He said not to wait up for him. I'm coming over.
Terry, I don't know if that's a good idea. I mean, we're very close to getting what we want. Let's not screw it up now.
What's wrong? You got another young actress over there you're coaching?
That'd be ridiculous. You know I love you.
Good. I'll be right over. I won't stay too long.
Hi, come on in. Wait. Terry, we're going to have to be more careful. Once this thing happens, we got to be in a position where we call all the shots.
You worry too much.
Yeah?
Philip was so mysterious about this trip. What it was all about.
Well, I'm not sure, but rumor has it he's negotiating a merger with one of the big New York agencies. I don't know which one.
Great. That makes our pie that much bigger.
Well, I certainly hope so. Come here.
By the way, I saw Laura the other day, the day Philip got sick. We had a couple of drinks, and I told her that Philip had threatened to kill me. She was very sympathetic.
That's good. That's very good. The more cooperation we have, the better. I took his secretary out to lunch today. Told her the same story. She swallowed the whole thing.
Philip!
I'm sorry your scenario didn't work out quite the way you planned. I presume this is the correct setting for your final scene? The only difference, of course, is the timing. In your version, please correct me if I'm wrong. In the version you plan to tell the police, the enraged, jealous husband confronts the innocent young couple brandishing a gun. And somehow they wrest the gun from the older man and kill him in self-defense. Oh, I can just hear Terry relating that story to the police, tears flowing down her cheeks. She's become quite a good actress. You've done a wonderful job with her, Adrian.
Philip!
Don't Philip me! And let's face it, who wouldn't believe such a story? Why, my doctor, my psychiatrist, my maid, and God only knows how many other people have been told how insanely possessive I am of my sweet, innocent, younger wife. You two really had me going there for a while. I mean, I really believed I was ready for the booby hatch. You did a marvelous job with those tapes, Adrian. I'm sorry I have to change your last act. Too bad there's always someone who wants to change a writer's script.
Philip, don't! Philip, please. It's not what you think.
You haven't quite got the story right, Philip. It's Laura and Adrian who will be living happily ever after. Do you remember when we were married, Philip? And I always used to ask you to let me work for you, and you always used to say that my job was being Mrs. Philip Bingham. Well, I lost that job 2 years ago. But I am sure that you will be pleased to know that it is I who masterminded and designed this whole gaslighting scheme. And poor, oversexed, under-talented Terry is the perfect tool to get to you. And get control of the agency. You do remember our divorce agreement, don't you, Philip? How your slick attorneys tried to cheat me out of what was rightfully mine. Oh, they gave me that figurehead of a job in New York City, but no ownership, no control. That's why I insisted on the clause that in the event of your death, the agency would become mine. Oh, I could not let you shoot Terry. No. I've waited 2 very long, lonely years for the pleasure of doing it myself. As for you, my darling, well, I don't mind one bit killing you myself, but as Adrian and I are 50-50 in everything, we just decided to let him finish you off. Well, I better get out of here. I'm sure you know what to do with the guns and all. And I trust you remember the story you're going to tell the police.
We've been over it many times, my dear.
I'd better put on my funeral look. I don't think I should sob copiously. After all, I'm only the ex-Mrs. Bingham. 1 or 2 demure tears will be fitting enough. Don't you think?
I do indeed.
Yeah. Yes.
Mrs. Bingham?
Yeah.
This just came, special delivery.
Oh, thank you. Thank you very much.
What is it?
I don't know.
For my dearest Laura. You know anything about this?
I do not.
Well, let's find out.
As you know, when I started the agency, I couldn't afford to hire anybody, so I did everything myself. Directing, writing, producing. I even worked the camera. I'm glad I haven't forgotten how. Laura, I've heard it said many times, there's no fool like an old fool. God, what a fool I've been. I mean, here I had a beautiful woman who loved me, and I threw her over for a conniving 25-year-old who, with her boyfriend, was out to make me think I'm crazy and then kill me. I went to New York the night I found out about it. Tonight, I'm going to kill Terry and Adrian. I'm telling you this because I went to New York and negotiated in record time the sale of the agency. I sold it for $19 million. I could have gotten a few million more, but I insisted on all cash. I then flew to Geneva, put the money in a secret Swiss bank account under an assumed name. And here I am, sweetheart. The only thing missing is my Laura. Please, I beg of you, join me. With all that money in the secret account, we'll be able to live together in incredible luxury for the rest of our lives. Please, Laura. I need you. I want you. I miss you.
Patience is a bitter blossom that bears a very sweet fruit. Unfortunately, neither Laura Bingham nor Jonah Hastings, the senator's wife, had the patience to wait for the fruit to ripen. I have it on good authority that Laura Bingham is still waiting for that phone call from Philip. In fact, she doesn't have much else to think about in her cell. And I trust you've been thinking about the solution to this puzzle. Let me refresh your memory. A bus driver went the opposite way down a one-way street. At the corner, he went through a red traffic light. There was a policeman at the corner, yet the policeman never gave him a ticket. Why? Why, indeed. The bus driver happened to be walking home after a hard day's work, which is just what I'm going to do. This is Orson Welles. I do hope you'll join me again next time at the scene of the crime.